to gain all this time on anyone ahead. Get a couple quick 10 seconds. That's descend! What was that from GB? That was a very, very odd move and the break-in. Makes him think about it is enough to make him get some space, and that's an error around the corner as well. Has a slide, and that might be enough to open the door, and I think Ethan has done that sweetly. That is honestly a nice, nice move. This is absolute pandemonium for this race. Chaotic, everyone's dropping everywhere. This corner's amazing for letting people go for it. I think I've just seen is that... And there's some passing going on further back as well. Is that GB and Pooch both going past the McLaren? That's insane! Hit it 3 and 4 wide, a little bit further back, side by side between the teammates, and that's going to be a switch up. Now, I am quite firmly certain that D, R, and S games will be played! They will be played! Dylan's hit the car ahead after trying to get out of the way. He's now sending it from range. As that Mercedes is defending hard. Oh my sweet Jesus, that is an Aston Martin from range. Josh M_01 has just done probably his most outrageous move I have ever seen in history. Everything, he's going to have one send. Josh knows that he's going to park his car on the inside. Down the inside he goes. They've both gone wide. I don't think either of them made the line at all. And Rod's trying to force his way through them all. And Rod is out of the race. A sudden Pooch podium. This might happen. If he keeps his car on the roads, he might end up getting a cheeky... I like the intro. The intro's cool. The intro gives me good vibes. It means we're all ready to start. It's NSL day. We are here. Why is Chase Cam cockpit cam? Why has the camera been redeemed? This is the intro. There's no needs. Well, I'll take it. Hi, first time back for the week, and we're jumping straight in. Not even a normal intro before the big thing. It's straight into the big thing. I hope we're having a good time. It's time to get to the action, and that includes some racing at a track which basically eats rear tires for breakfast. Mine did sub too soon. I'll explain the meme later, don't worry. Let me give you the details on the track so you can see this stuff. It's normal. It hasn't changed. It's changed names. It was the Never Grand Prix name. Don't worry about that. It was like 2016 times. Tires are going to be awful. Pit stop loss is exactly 17.35555 seconds. Expected rear deg is... Yeah, I went too far with the graphics for this. Don't worry. Expected rear deg is 100,000% as we have the softer tires. Trust me, you're going to see today people are going to be complaining a lot about the rears basically just doing what the hell they want, whether they like it or not. which is a good time. If you haven't seen the rest of the calendars, you know whereabouts we are racing at all along the grid. Shout out to the people who know about the European Grand Prix. See, people know. It wasn't just me being a nerd. We're at Baku. We're almost at the famed Monaco. We will be there. People will be shouting at me, but we haven't got there yet. It's fine. Miami's coming up after that. Austria, and then the last sprint of the season, which is Vegas. Now I've ran out of extra waffle to say because you've seen the rules a million times. I'm not showing you those again. It's fine. It's fine. What I am going to do is I found out what was disconnecting in the intro. It was my face cam. That is good news. So now I have to reset it. So you're having no face cam as we switch on, but we should probably log into the game and get ourselves ready to start. Have a no intro NSL race section because this makes absolutely no sense. I hate my face cam. If at any point in time it just wants to stay connected, it'll be great. You know what? Button this. We're off the full screen. How does full screen look when there's just no face cam then? Ah, it's frozen. Taking screenshots is frozen before I started the stream. You know what? I ain't even get rid of it. Let's just find out what it looks like when I reset it. You can keep... Oh, yeah, it's gone. All right. Is it back now? Is it returning? No. Good. Guys, we've lost face cam privileges. Are we going to have to do a no face? Right. I can't be asked to do a no face. Guys, the stream is broken already, and we've done 2 seconds of the stream. Facecam, I'm gonna give you one more go. If you want to maybe you're gonna hear another noise. Yeah, that one. Now you feeling like locking in? Ah, okay, good. Let me just repeat the I gotta repeat the phrase so it looks like it's consistent. You're gonna see one thing, you look away, you're back, we're here. Hi. Okay. Well, that went well, and also that's bleeding in because I've moved my monitor slightly, haven't I? Good. Great. I like everything working. Green screen is absolutely green screaming. Why did I think that was mine? I'm on Windows 11. Bro's got a different noise to me, and he's being baited. Right now, we can go over here. GTL stopped 17 months of sub of the stream. Thank you very much, I love. Bayern subbed early, then cancelled it, so I warned him. It's not actually an actual warning, really, don't worry. Good count this one. Let's go open the lobby and host it. If anyone's waiting for invites, don't worry, you haven't missed any. They're coming soon. Thank you, Giselle. What a legend. That's a great start. I can't be asked to do a no face cam stream as the camera's already... I do want to do NSL one day without a face cam, but I feel like it's different to other leagues and it looks less boring. I'd need way more visuals so it looks cool without my face. I'll say my face is cool, but you get the gist. Anyways, I miss it. Get me in and I'll do several. That you're too excited for. I can't warn you. The only time Twitch has told me I can warn someone on my chat screen is for when someone subbed and carried over a sub. I want to warn Josh, man, for no reason. Be nice. Okay, you know what would help if I just had the screen on this monitor, not that one, so I could just look straight forward. That'd be better, wouldn't it? All right, load at the lobby. We're obviously not doing a sprint and stuff today. It's bog standard normal efforts. If you're on Xbox, you can already join ahead and get yourself in. If you're not, please wait for me to double check I've set the lobby correctly, then I'll spam invites on your way. Let's go. No one's doing comms with me. Everyone go away. I like comms on my own. How do I release comms privileges for not be just me? Like, for not be just me. Wow. That was English. I'm transitioning away, so I have to think of what I've just said. Let's go to the calendar again, guys. Let's have a look at the beautiful calendar. That was bad. Noises happened. I don't think any of them made any sense whatsoever. Why is it on casual? The game's... The game is very broken in the background. Let's try that again. Right, good. No one's even seeing this, but it's fine. I guess I have to do the normal rig, bro. I haven't even showed the rules yet, just in case anyone is brand new and hasn't seen this stuff. I know none of you are, but like some people are in thinking this is a cool league. What the hell runs down here? Quick glance on the screen. It's a normal race. It's a normal 50% with a short quality before. Points at the normal. Fastest lap technically isn't normal, but it is. But it isn't, you know, the drill, all that stuff. It's the normal, usual deal. You'll be fine. Take care. Not like Pooch, and you're all good. I'll show you the standards in a second just before we start up, but now I can confirm the lobby is... Oh my god, this is so broken. What happened? I loaded the exact same thing I've loaded before. We're probably going to start 2 minutes late because I loaded the normal settings and it just got bored and put casual settings on. Let me try this again. Now, are you going to be correct? Short, long, dynamic approx? Yep. Okay, good. Thank you. It wasn't that hard, F1. Wasn't that hard. Now time for me to scroll through the extremely long list of names. then I need to go get in the session. Shout out to everyone trying to invite people in. I appreciate anyone who's doing that, but I have many a PC name to go through. I might just go from bottom to top. Top to bottom. Bottom to top, sure. That works, that works. Is Nange a new month? Does it have a Josh day? Josh isn't allowed in my month, okay? I'm not having it. I think, why is Josh called Josh? Or is that... I mean, it's in that car, so I think that actually is him. I'll let him have that moment then. I don't really know what he's doing. Sure, it's fine. Noah gets an invite as well. Raul's already in, I think. Good. So is F1. Is F1 Lightning in? Is F1 Kid in? No, he's not. I was hoping for more laughter. I mean, Mia's been making that joke for about 45 years. I'm kind of used to that one already. You missed your opportunity about 3 weeks ago. Probably 2 months ago, if I am being honest. I'm being brutal today. Hold that. Okay, let me scroll and find his name. There it is, because he's got AMS at the start of his name. Jack is already in. Boom. We've got a load of you already in. Legends. Thank you. You're all saving me some time. I like it. I like it. Kieran needs an invite. Bayern wants to join. You're not... You are checked in. I swear you should be asleep, son. How are you? Sure, he's checked in and I didn't realize it. Raleigh gets an invite as well. Satani is one who I need to scroll to the bottom and find. There. Oh, not that far. Pooch. While I'm there, I know his name's on that part of the list as well. Let's go. I'm going to just go with that and then wait for Bagel to hop in and then the rest of them are in. Don't need an invite. I should give you an everyone just in case. There we go. See, I'm a nice person. I don't know if I've given you any proof of that whatsoever. Like, this has been very weird coded start. Vortex, no, you're not. Listen, you've just consigned everyone to look at the rules again. That's what you've just done. You yourself have just made every single person look at the rules. Why are you doing that, man? Why are you doing that? No one needed to see the rules. They've all seen it before. And now I'm going to read them all individually. F1 cars are on equal performance. There's 12 events. 8 of them are short quality, and it's a 50% race following those ones. I can't actually do this seriously. I do it once every time. I'm not doing it any more than that. That's one time too many. We're done. Not going to be that annoying. That's weird. 10th place penalty. We can do manual qualifying if you want. I could be there. Bagel is here. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you. Good to see you. Pooch, what are you hearing me outing? We have not even started. Oh, who? Tell me who. I need to know. I need to know. We move. I did see, by the way, Josh, about liquidity. So, yeah, you're all good. I see official things. I just don't... It's on the same screen. You're good. Let's do it. Oh, do you actually... Okay, fair enough. I got lost in the source in the middle of it. Where is his name? Vortex, there you go, boom. I'll have a little scroll in a second. I think we're definitely gonna be late by some time. 16, we're missing 4. Vortex after that is 3, which me... Ray! Ray and Ollie, right? Ray and Pooch or Ray and Ollie? Definitely missed Ollie's name. I've seen that name about 3 times and just scroll past it every single time. Oh, no. Oh, no, Ollie isn't. Ollie, you've got a second invite. There you go. Quest needs an invite. That's what I'm missing. My names are losing my head tops today. Sorry, my head's all over the place. It's fine. It's fine. There's Quest. Legends. And wait, it puts it... am I just looking at a different list? Why is the list just like... I'm not used to seeing people's... Right, you know what? Let's just restart the whole thing. Guys, I've lost my head. The intro's moving crazy. I'm inviting people 6 times and refusing to invite other people. Welcome to the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Track goes anti-clockwise. Stuff happened. Tires are soft. The rear tires will get exploded. And now most people have invites, so I can actually go to the script. Yeah, this has been a nan-coded intro. If you're watching the YouTube VOD, it doesn't matter what VOD you're looking at. This looks weird no matter what you're doing. And I've seen wet sim damage and player car lever all redeemed in the last 30 seconds. We are only missing one, and I'm pretty certain it is only the Alpine man of Pooch, which means I can up the stakes on the mute. Let me see if I can time it properly. I've got to time it correctly this time. Everyone, wait. I can't bother to time it correctly. We're not doing that. Let's go have a look at this. Let's have a look at the calendar. The calendar. Yeah, the calendar. This is what the standards look like at this point in the calendar. Yeah, close enough, sure. Aston Martin are still at the top. This hasn't really changed too much if you've seen it from last time out. Pretty certain all the teams in the constructors are the same. Only big notes, Aston Martin's gap is a tiny bit smaller. Alpine have gained some points as well. The middle of the fields kind of stayed the same. And then the bottom, Merc got 5 extra points. I believe they was on 11 and now they're up to 16. Ferrari have doubled their points from 1 to 2. Big change, but honestly, yeah, not too much has changed on that side. It's still the same. Drivers has changed a tiny bit. The gaps of his F1 landing has started to extend. It was a weird race. He kind of just went and did his normal business, and the championship might start to be, you know, oh no, I can't keep up territory if Ethan keeps it going like this. Raul's still in third in the background. Bagel and Pooch. What, dare I say I dream of what these two's possibly still in third place in it off Raul. I don't know. Raul's a top contender, so we have no clue. RB is very close to Pooch in the background as well. The only movers in this one, I believe, is Pooch jumping to P5, RB down to 6. The rest is the same. I've raffled all the... Raffled. Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. By the way, anyone concerned, I promise you this is just the same amount of non-okay that I always have. I think I'm just messing it where it's more consistent today. It's fine. I am good. I am good. Okay. Last check for the invites. Waters has a glitch. Send me an invite. I'll join mid-quality. Is that the only name we're actually missing? I know it was meant to be 20. I just decided to entirely misread. We can get one more. I believe that's the only one. VVVVV. No. Yeah. Londis meal deals! It is the only name we're missing. He says he'll join late. If you want to hop in and ready up, go for it. Let's go. Londis meal deals is a name of all time. Okay, sure. I'll take it. I'll take it. Any other surprise names? I mean, Josh has got one. Hang on, is he Vietnamese? Is... We cannot do a serious intro if we wanted to at any point in time. We literally cannot do one at any point in time. Elite Division Londis meal deals is ready. Let's go do Baku, man. Let's go do Baku. I'll waffle about the actual nerdy stuff with tires and stuff later. You know, that never happens during this intro stage. We get that point later on. This is random business. Let me load up my stats. I do get some prep ready for these ones because I think that's kind of cool. I like to have info to read off. We'll have a go. We'll see who did polls stuff last season because I never checked that. But that's actually quite a big key thing I should check. Tires, you mean molten rubber. They ain't... Oh, I thought that was raining. Oh, they ain't that bad. They ain't that bad. It's plausible tire on the back of your car. It's not really. Music can go because we're not going to be waiting 45 seconds plus 0 seconds until it starts. We're ready. Now we can lock in and everyone can get serious. The ads should be gone for a little bit. In fact, I'll double check how long you've got. You've got a gifted sub from Millie to Young Quest. No, hold on. That was a tier 2 gifted sub. That was a tier 2 gifted sub. Hold the phone. That was tier 2 gifted. Oh, sorry. We're just dropping tier 2s as if it's, huh? It's no one, unless it's Quest's birthday. I don't know what's going. Millie, stop being extra kind. That's a whole tier 2. September's out here, folks. If you want to share the love, it is there. If it's actually Quest's birthday, let me know. I want to give a proper happy birthday to him. If it's not, it is now your birthday on Twitch. Welcome in, welcome in. We do well out here. Twitch time is a good time. If you watch this on YouTube, VOD, come join when we live on Twitch. It's fun. We all meme around. We have a good time. And we have a full grid of 20 in a little bit, which means possible turn 1 antics. Possible turn 1, 2, 3, 4, all the first few corner antics just because of how this track is. It's very... It lets you do some late-breaking racing and crashing if you end up going that far in these moments. I mean, look at this corner that you're coming up to, and the next corner you're coming to as well. It's a good time. That's my excuse to gift about getting told no. Well played. Well played. I see you on that one. Best knower is retired from the session immediately. Now, unless I'm missing that there was a penalty. I normally do a quick penalty check just to see. The Apollo Pepsi has got a penalty for colliding with a car. Now... Okay, now that isn't involved in a penalty of any kind. I don't think we have anything more than Vortex's 5th place of thing, right? Which I believe he might be starting from the back. I'm confused what's going on. Why is there an in-game penalty being given? Dylan Sub has disappeared. The game's gone. Game's gone, Kevin. Welcome, man. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, Vortex is starting for the back. That is, I knew. But yeah, I don't know what happened between Pepsi and I think it said Mia's car. If we check the things. So we got someone cross the line short. Noah just DNF straight off rip. And then I don't know what happened. And Ethan's also out. I don't think they were even related. I'm confused. Satar setup isn't on. That is very not ideal if they've left the garage, which they have, which that means they are stuck with no setup for the rest of the session, because we do indeed have part fermate on. That is a very big painful time for that one. So Ethan's right trigger has a problem. 2 crashes have happened. Bear in mind, no laps have taken place. I was out here beginning to give you some like intel on the last few times we've done Baku at the track. In fact, I'm going to carry on doing that now. Everyone's, I think, relaxed for a couple seconds. You're like having broken controllers, broken inputs, broken everything. This is crazy. This is crazy. Who can we start on first lap on board with? I give it to RB whilst I pull up some statistics on the screen and make sure the UI is ready for me to go. Right. Let me load up the things. Let me load up the archive. Season 10 is on my screen. I now have 3 seasons worth of intel on my screens for you guys. Why lag, no freeze? Is there lag and freezing going on my end again? Because there should not be. This is one of the times when I'm actually perplexed if there is any. It should be fine. It should be fine. Let me know if there is anything going on, as always. I hope today is not the day it's happening. Forgot to look when exiting the pits and went straight into the wall, lost my front wing. That will... I think everyone feels rusty, which makes no sense, because it's the same gap as always. Everyone just not been playing F1 or, like, games for the last week. Fair play. I've been like that all the time. I got you. I got you. I'm there. Yeah, let me run for some old stats. I want to see... We definitely had a Baku in Season 10, correct. If I'm looking on my stats page, did we actually not have it? No. Okay, so I can't even pull back. So I'm not pulling open Season 9. That's too much effort. Let's open Season 9. I'm doing it now. 5 places, me looking away at the wrong time. Okay. So there's a lot of people who are just... It's one of them days. Game's a game, I guess, as long as no one else is badly harmed. Like, still, game's a game even if he was. What a time. What a time. What a time. Right, first time is on the board soon, but I'm leaving that on screen so I can have stats. In Season 9, we also didn't have Baku. When did we last have Baku, bar last time out? Have I just flat out refused to put it in the calendar every single season? What? When was the last time I had it? We have times finally. We got 39.8, 41.9, and I think this will be better. Oh, not better for now. 39.951. RB has to settle for a second and gets well out of the way of the next cars coming around, which I think was just Rocket Pro either doing back-to-back laps or just finishing his last one, which is on a medium tire. I'm perplexed looking through stats that I believe that actually might be true. That I have not had a... Why? Oh, I have in Season 8. Okay, I'm just blind. Season 8 was there. I don't know how the hell I couldn't see it. It's because I'm looking for B when it's not B, and never mind, it's fine. Okay, so last time out was a pole of Dylan, which doesn't help me. It was a fastest lap of Josh, and Josh won the last race. Vortex now finally wants to join me in the session. I can give you an invite. Season 8 isn't useful because it wasn't on a game that is comparative to this one. I can't really pull much of a stat on it. So in that case, I'm going to ruin my entire experiment. I'm going to just leave it right there. We're good. We're Gucci. We're chilling. Okay, well, we've had our times. The earliest times come through. We've only got 39 so far. I feel like we're still waiting for some of the big hitters to get on the grid yet. Josh is still in the pit so far. Kieran is out on his out lap. Young Quest is on his way around. In fact, I will keep an eye on him. Let me see. It's only this lobby? What do you mean it's only this lobby? I can do it. Oh, wait. Explain. I'm confused for a second. Just got not panic if the game does it again. Oh, wait, with the setup thing? Everything's just going down today. Oh, you can join every other... Oh, okay. I will try and get yourself in at some point later on then. It's fine. Maybe once we transition in between this lobby and the race, it will let you? Is a guess? I can't even say if that's going to be true or not. I have absolutely no clue. We'll find out. I will give it a go, though. Don't worry. We won't leave it until just now. Hopefully the gap will be big enough and then... something. If it may, I'm thinking as long as it may be done after this lobby is got a checkered flag, it might let it work. That's a really annoying connection issue to have. I had the rules and settings loaded up, but not on the case that I might need to be looking if do we have a rejoin thing. But let me look in a few laps and then I might have to pull the rules as if have I got permission? I believe I do to split the sessions. Just to allow someone in, because they haven't exactly stopped themselves going in. Might have to consider that. Anyway, we'll do some laps first. I'll keep you in touch with that before 5 minutes of the session is left to go. So, a couple of minutes. Raul set the fastest up at 38.8. I decided to hop on board, though, with this man instead, who I believe might be getting a pole position if it's the time. I have no clue, though. I don't know what his specialty are. I just know F1 Kid is just nerdy quick everywhere we go. Doesn't really tell me if he's got, like, oh, he prefers street tracks or anything. I should really ask him, and then I actually get to know in my head, but I don't know. Bind and Day, part of the Sweats gang, is chilling in P6. One of the Sweats, indeed. So, I respect him being you know, I can't call him a sweat. Bros at a 41.9. He's here. I still don't know how he's here at this time, but I like that. It's good to have him. I do believe, though, all these times about to get bunched down a place. Maybe Raul stays there for a little bit. I mean, he's 1 second clear of the fastest time at the moment. I don't think that's going to be the case. Coming down the line, as far as I know, the wings are going to be uber low today. I reckon someone's going to try the 0-0. 38.5. That might be one of... Someone's definitely going to have some low wings out there. 38.5 might be one of those. I like that. If we do have a lobby reset, obviously that's just a neutral thing we have to do, because I'm only doing it if we need to fix a lobby or get someone else in properly. But might give people opportunities to switch setups, and that's just part of the game if we have to do such a thing. I don't know if that will be the case, but if it is, might happen. Londis meal deals on the track with a little clobber of their right front end plate of the wing. And it is gone as well. It hasn't stayed on the car. It's a purple middle sector, which I don't believe. And why am I seeing Mercado ads in big 2025? That was a 2011 thing and nothing more. Are they still going? That is impressive. Jack's just done a Kieran. Why is everyone not looking in for this qualifying session? Everyone not looking in. Vortex is making tickets. Tickets won't help you in this time. A 40.3 is it's okay. It's all right. It's a big long lap, so to be fair, the gap between that and like where he'd normally be to the front might just look bigger just because it's 1 minute 40 seconds of time. I mean, spa level of lap time, almost. Or quicker than that. So I guess it's fun. Silly season, silly Baku, I guess. It's up there. It's definitely up there. 8 minutes 53 on the thing. All right, let me double check. Live rule check for restarty stuff. We don't have it for anything that's in qualifying. We don't. I'm going to take it under my own race directory thing, though, where I think if it's not actually in by the time we get to the race thing, I might call it as a thing. If we've given him reasonable opportunities, then maybe. I'll give him a chance to restart and we'll go. We'll not restart the quality session. We'll just go into the race session as a new one and do that. But I don't know yet. Thinks I'm still in the lobby, but I'm not. Does it actually say you are in for this? I'm just trying to see if I see your name in the bottom for some reason. No. I wish it showed a list of names connected to the lobby, but not actually in the screen at this part. Let me see. No pressure. Seconds off. I don't know. One more lap. Seconds off is easily doable. 4th place is seconds off the front. It's all to play for here. Let's go on board with Bagel for a little bit. A fan favorite in the mix. I want to see what he's got on the board for his first few sectors. I have no clue what set times are, so I'm going to just watch and blindly judge with the eye test if this is worthy of actual pole position pace. Is so far 1.4 seconds off. Yeah, not at the pole yet. We have some incredibly sweaty people at the front, so pole is obviously a difficult ask, as RB is also starting a lap in the background, and so is a Ferrari of Spuds or Ray. Could be either of them. I can't see which car it actually is, so it's one of the two. First sector is a 10.5 down on their best, which won't be ideal. This is also that stage where it's like, do you decide to pit and just come in and fail this lap and then go do a fresh one at the end when you know this one's not going to do it? Do you commit to this one if your first lap was so bad? Which I don't think for Bagels it was if you're in third, but like, it's one of those decisions you're going to make at some point in your time. I don't know if it's going to be done just yet, though. Raul's also out on the track as well. RB should be just past the first sector. I missed a delta check and I thought I was going to time it right. We move. Any surprise times I'm seeing so far? Rocket Pro's up there again. He had an decent-ish quality last time in China. A great start, which was kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to keep going on that one. Young Quest is partnered with Bind today, which is... I don't know why that just looks weird. I've seen them both in Mercs, but they've obviously both been in at different times. It's a bit of an odd moment. So far this lap, I don't really know what to say of it. I didn't see his first. It looks off, but I don't know if off means the same as before. Is there more in it? Is opting to commit it and stay on the time? It's 3 and a bit temps quicker. The gap's still pretty big to second, but like this could be a third place little battle right now. Second quicker almost than his teammate as well. Have I ignored Captain America? Sorry, Captain America. Hi, Jack. Sorry if I've missed you. Everything hates me, China. My brakes, now my game. I might just be EA doing EA things on the grid. I don't really know at this point. But this is an example where I think I'll be losing some time and decided to commit to pitting in. He ain't doing his lap. In the background, though, Ferrari should cross the line and improve or not. I don't know if I just saw Ray's name jump up. I think I did. So much so that he didn't actually make the corner. He did improve to a 42-1, but he's stayed... he stayed going off the track. Vortex has made his way in. No restart will have to be done, it seems like. I don't know if he's going to be able to put himself in a car, but I don't know how it works in quali sessions. But at the very least, he'll be in for the race. And I guess it doesn't really matter if he gets in a car because he's got a grid pen anyways. Let's go. I've missed you too, streamer. It's good to be back, guys. Thank you for missing me because I don't know why you do. I'm kidding. You guys are great. You guys are great. We are back and here today. And Josh is also here with a 39.6. Also can't beat Bagel. Ain't no one beating Bagel in these times. Bagel might be out here trying to get an early driver of the day award from your boy if he's not careful. Apollo Pepsi's popped in and got a P3. Okay. Now I can develop storylines. We've got race winners in first and second. Has run a race? Oh, he's run a race in general, but I'm forgetting if he has this season or not. He has, of course he has. Yes. Apollo Pepsi in Silverstone, reverse, in the rain. If it wasn't for... I know everyone, they're both going to say, yeah, setups were different. Of course he did better. I know exactly what I'm going to hear from that. But if you ignore that, because you always have to, this man outright kept ahead of F1 Grid throughout an entire wet stint. It kind of ebbed and flowed. It came back nearer the end. I think F1 could start to properly catch into him, but he held a very, very solid lead. He would have kept it if he didn't have a speeding penalty into the pits. And he did win on the track by a good amount of time. If this man gets a little bit mixed near the front, watch out. Although for now he is 8 tenths off pole, so it's not exactly like he's there. But like in race trim, in the wet, he was there. And I don't think that can all be down to setup, because you can put me with an OP setup, put someone else on no wings. The sweaty people will still keep up with me, if not pass me. So I want to see. Isn't Josh in Zane Maloney land? He has officially been banned. He's back home. He decided he didn't like the heat, so he's returned. 3 minutes 48 seconds, by the way. We've got pretty much half the grid out. Half of them still chilling in the pits. Vortex obviously not going to hop out. Ethan is going to end up starting behind someone with a grid pen, although it's not an entire grid pen. He's just making it easier for us and going at the back. Noah's obviously still out. A lot of people just not on... Why did that look like the suspension just dipped as if it was broken midway through that one? Don't know what happened there. And is that entire front wing attached? I'm curious. My brain says it's not. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really know what's going to happen with my situation. Guess we'll see. I do hope... What side does odd-numbered cars start at? I'm not actually sure. But I hope... Oh, even-numbered. Sorry, even. I guess both answers were. Even, I just... hope that if, let's say, y'all get stuck on, that you are able to dodge most of the cars outside. Thank you. I'm hoping you're able to dodge most of the cars and not cause a crash, because obviously that's still going to be, like, bad. I assume you don't mean, like, stuck on. You literally just mean it's, like it will go to stages, like it will stay at, like, 50% when you're not even halfway down yet or something. Okay. That's not horrible, I guess. I mean, it is for you driving, but it's not horrible for me having to think, what big stewarding thing is going to happen today? And there's only one singular car on their proper lap so far. Although, I don't think it's an actual lap. We're in hot lap modes. But, like, this ain't a flying lap at all. So I'm not really sure what's going down. And finally gone down to regen. So I think this lap is being cancelled. I'm not sure how far I got into it. Okay. Also inadvertently starting last one. I am top 3 pace. See, this, I love the if, buts, and maybes. And everyone's claiming their absolutes. I'm ready for it. Bye, by the way, I need to talk to you after the stream. Be awake after the stream. That was a horrible noise from my drink. Let me move. Had the laps... Wait, I had to do laps so that wing wasn't getting fit. Oh, I see. I mean, it's put you 17th. Look at what happens in NSR, by the way. If you just exist, put a lap down on the board as we get close to the final stage. Don't worry, we'll lock in a second. You exist instead of lapping, even if you're not the quickest human. You're ahead of 3 people. One person's got a 5 place and not to go to the back. One person ended up having a connection issue, a controller issue. I still don't know what happened to Noah, and therefore they're at the back. And I've just remembered Apollo Pepsi, no matter how good their qualifying is getting a 5 place in game, which we can do nothing about because of the contact they did from the not looking at the screen. So I just gassed that up, and it's not even going to count for much. Thought you were sniffling. Sorry, yeah, like the straw. Don't worry, I'm not even going to comment on the spelling mistake. It's fine. The straw was a bit weird on it. We're good. First person I'm going to look on board with, I think, will be RB. I want to give him the love. He'll be the first car, I think, to start a lap. He shouldn't catch the cars going for the third sector. There is every single car bar 4 on the track ready to go. Let me see how it goes down. Purple first sector. I don't know if that's true. 35-1. It's a 10th off. It's not far. It's only a 10th and a bit off. You keep that up for the rest of the lap. That was premium track usage there. This just could be something, you know. None for the middle sector. He has got intel from his teammate on when to best use battery and all that good stuff because his teammate is the person I was just comparing the time to. So it might be doable to get some extra little sneak peek of intel and pop yourself into a sneaky top 5. RB's been uber consistent, so I'm honestly not surprised if he manages something. I don't know if I heard a wall tap or not, but that was getting close with the brakes. Middle sector, 2 temps almost to the goods. Right now, that doesn't improve his position. He's going to need a flying third sector as well to make it even better at this point. He's going to dump his entire battery pack. I love how the strat is just save battery until this entire straight. Half your battery pack needs to be ready for this part. There it's open and ready to go. We move. No worries, no, you're all good. You're all good. And that is a tow of dreams from whoever that salvo was. 39.785 doesn't improve past Josh, but whoever that salvo was decided to just gift him the best tow of all time. Well, at least for the last stage. For no reason as well. I think that was not Rocky Pro, it was Kieran then. Nice. Good times. Who is the Alpine about to finish the lap? It is not this one. It is the other one. Where is Londis? Meal deals. Vortex doing a quick DSQ to nicely have a good time. Pooch into 5th place. Stays behind his teammate. His teammate's moving on business today. The other Aston Martin set a 37.9, sorry. Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, good, it's fine. Yeah, hard. That's not going to be improved. Bagel goes into the pits and doesn't do anything. F1 could have set a 37. Of any kind is insane. We're in 38s. Some of us are in 38s. The rest of us are in 39s to 40. Raul is out on the track as well. So is a Haas further ahead, which will be Satar and a Ferrari and a Red. There's a couple cars ready, but we'll stay on board with this one. What's going on? With all these times on the board, I've seen Spuds jump up to a P9 at the moment. I've seen Josh go into 3rd with a 39.1. I've seen Rowlett cross the line with a 38.3. That's hella impressive. But the split between the top 3 is insane. How is that a split I'm ever going to see in modern day? Quest jumps up to 9th with a 40.655. These do be sometimes. And that do be your qualifying order because Rocket Pro can't set any time worth a damn unless this time gets halved. Sure. This is a great day. I honestly think that 3rd place is under high contention from a lot of people. But pole position is going to, you guessed it, it's F1 Lightning with a never pole. Am I correct in now saying that's the first time we've had 3 poles in a row? It is. He's the first person to do it this season. I'm just so not surprised. Raul in 2nd in the McLarens and the RB of Joyicality. Not RB of RB in Aston, is in 3rd place. Petzel's is going to get a 5th place and drops a few. The Alpines, I generally think that battle between about 3rd place and 7th is one to watch. If Ethan and Vortex were probably closer up there with proper qualifyings, it would be even juicier with a nice battle for the podium. It still could be later on, and Pepsi's going to drop 4. He's not exactly going to be far away from it. I say podium's going to be nice. I can't say the same for the first positions, because if I am honest, that is insane, and it's a dry condition race. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's great. That's great. A lot of nice qualifyings out there. I think it was just waffly and overshadowed for this one by, damn, that was a good sort of time moment. But either way, if you want the order on your screens, I can't get rid of it off there. Bun it being on your screens, Kieran sub for 17 months with a didgeridoo. We will sponsor your position with a didgeridoo. Sure. F1 against pole with Rowlett, Josh, Apollo Pepsi, Bagel, Pooch, RB. Then we got Rocket Pro Quest and Satar wrapping up the top 10. I think that's probably an all-time high of 10 for Satar. I feel like it must be, because that's pretty damn impressive. Then we've got Spuds, Ollie, Kieran, Ray, Jack, Bine, Mir, Best Noah, Ethan, Vortex. The last 3 did not set times. One of them barely got in the session in time, but had a grid pen, so it doesn't matter. That is the order. Pepsi drops down 5 to an in-game grid pen, which puts them into a 9th. There is no rain to gas me up anymore. We are stuck with default dry, which is probably good for... I think people might have even wanted the wets just because it's less stress to deal with than navigating through dry compounds that wear quickly. At least in the wets and inters, it's just one tyre compound. Replace it when it's, well, that's it. Right, back-to-back DSQs. Neither of them were necessary, if I'm honest. Let me get a quick drink, because this is going to be a waffling amount of time. Move this away. That was good. That was good. H2O right now. Hydrogen and some oxygen. All right. I'm ready. I don't know if I'm actually ready at this point. I have no clue. We will be there. We will be there. Whenever the grid actually gets to start, I'll go into the actual bigger storylines thing. Honestly, Podium is looking good. Podium is going to look like a good fight. I just don't know how it's going to play out. We haven't had Bagel back on the podium since his first two back-to-back ones, I should say, which isn't exactly long ago, from Jeddah and then Monza the race before. I don't know how that's going to go again, but I think there's a strong chance of it. His teammate might be able to help him out, who's been there as well. RB could be sneaking. It just depends if it's clean. If it's clean, it might be kind of set on what should happen. If it's not clean and it gets a bit dicey with setups being different between each other and people doing different tyre strat, then we've got ourselves a game here. As Raul is asserting dominance on Josh's vehicle before we've even got away off the grid. Tyre reveal for everyone. We've got no soft tyres on the grid, thank gods. Cough, cough. There was not even intentional cough, I just wanted to say it. We got a few hard tyres, about 50-50-ish, kind of. Full grid, though, is hype. Regardless of if it's going to be necessary to make it hype or not, I don't know. I'm now going to pull up the stats real quick so I can tell you how the tyres are going to last today. I sadly do believe there's nothing much to tell you because it is probably going to be a default one-stop. It just depends which way round you're going to do it. I actually don't know how difficult the one-stop is. I don't know if it's going to be a be careful or else you will lose it and be forced onto a two-stop type of strategy, or if it's going to be a it's fine, just do whatever you want. Because the rear tyres ain't going to like you by the end of any of these stints. I have no clue. I don't expect to see the softs at all, though, which is sad, unless someone just gets bored and they have 2-lap sprint near the end. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. By the way, yeah, I guess I'll point out, I think a few people remembered, because it's been like a whole week since I have streamed. We are still doing a 12-hour stream challenge thing. If you get an X amount of channel points in the channel. How many did I set it to for the thing? I set big total of 199,998 is left. Okay, good. 200k channel points. If they get redeemed into it, we will end up doing a 12-hour stream of some fun kind at one point. So if you want to keep putting stuff in, I think there's a limit of, what, 2,000 a day, I believe? Or 2,000 every time we stream. It can't be done when I'm not live. I'll try to be live as much as I can to not just sabotage your gamble. You've got a month, so we'll see. Honestly, I realize it looks bad if that was the sole reason in life. That's funny though. I don't think I can ever be that petty, but like, I'm gonna just disappear. So it's have to do a month. I have to do a 12-hour stream. That'd be vile from me if I actually ever did that. You lot deserve to tell me off if that was the reason. It's not, don't worry. I honestly do want to do it. It could be some good fun. But yeah, I'll try and keep reminding you because I do actually want it to happen. Just, I mean, if it finishes and we're not close, then fair enough. After in full TC, my acceleration is 1,000. Good. We'll help across the line. That would be quite nice. If that's what you want, instead of crashing into people. Anyways. Grid's ready enough on the grids. One stop is the normal one I'm expecting. It depends which way around you want to do it. Softs, I don't expect to see. Punches could be doable if people want to get mixy. I doubt we're going to see that. It's fine. Cars are now all lined up on the grid, though. So various levels of parking are used. Raulik is pointed firmly at first place. We've got some lights on the board, which normally means a thing. We're going to go racing at Azerbaijan. I thought I've seen some end plates. I've seen a car start to be bopped in the sky for a second. The front 5, 6, or 7 chilling in the same place, and Dylan West 42 burned that for a second. Noah's back round in the grid and is round at the back of the grid. He hasn't actually set off. That was Satar. Noah hasn't set off at his DSQ'd. Satar's round. The Hasses are now last and second to last. Dylan has done 42 months as Dylan West 42, though. That is pretty cool. Shout out to that. We love that. Thank you very much for the love. Appreciate it. The start, though, bro sabotaging his old team, his old ass team, have been smoked. I think I've just seen Jack having to do the escape road, who's now down into 18th position. We've got a lot of moves happening near the back. The two Ferraris are side by side with an RB of Vortex. I think one of those might be missing some end plates somewhere. I'm not too sure. We'll go back to the front now and see if they're all still status code. They are so far. What is the position change? Top 4, exactly where they are. Vine already on a corner cutting penalty. Oh, that's not for multiple warnings, though. That's just for one big corner cut somewhere on the track. At the moment, DRS trains will start to form, but not near the front. They've started to split a couple people a second away from other people. In fact, I would already get to that stage at that point, but fair enough. We've got Rocket Pro gaining 2. He's on this train of great starts on a regular basis. He might keep it up. And we've got Pepsi jumping 2 as well. Ollie's up 2. Kieran's up 2. Bine's still up 4 despite the penalty. Rough right behind Kieran. Ethan is up 6. That I want to give some love to. Ethan is up 6 positions. And that is a Ferrari. Bro, is this Ray? No, it's not Ray. It's Spuds round at the now back of the grid. End plate gone. That might be another visit to the... Well, I mean, I think we're going to have at least 1 or 2 people visiting the pits at some point. What is going on this grid? We've got a Williams battle further on the straight as well. What is... The back of the grid seemed chaotic. Jack opting for the inside when I don't even think there was a wheel width to that corner, but when passing me here, it's a dangerous game. I do understand it. Safe path has been made into 16th position, and that puts me back into the exact same position it was, and Jack only 1 place off where he started. I'm lucky giving the back of the grid some love. The front is kind of status code. They've got a 1.5 second gap between the front 2 and the next. Then Bagel's the same back to Josh. Then the train starts to form. It's not too close anywhere except right here, right now on these medium tires, which I want to give a... Put those back on the screen so you can actually see. This yawn won't go away. In fact, button that, this end plate damage won't go away. Is that double-sided end plate damage? Bine's on another 3 seconds of warning. That's his second. That's him up to 6. That is also... That's not warnings of like manual free warnings and then you get one. That's just 2 straight outright corner cutting penalties. What has he done? I'm confused. But yeah, furthermore, Ethan doesn't have any end plates or main planes on his front wing at all. Vortex also joins the penalty chat, but this time it is actually for free warnings. How is Ethan, yeah, not just doing that on a regular basis? When did this happen to his car? I don't think it could have got any worse for this man. He's on not manual traction, sorry, full traction because his manual trigger ain't working today, which is absolutely something. I believe that now makes Bine on... let me just double check I'm not losing my absolute head. Yeah. Bine's on 9 seconds of penalties. Sorry, wait, is that another one? Please don't be another one. Bine is actually on 12 seconds of penalties. Sure, okay. Kieran overtakes Ollie for the top 10 spot right now. No worries, but I know you're all good. You're all good if you come race for whatever reason. It's fine. It's not like it's a banned thing. You're all good. You're all good. I'm perplexed at what's happening in this event because the front is just normal. It's just random shuffles all over the pack, moving crazy. These 2 are kind of going on their own little race at the moment. R-Tire versus medium tire, and Ollie goes back into the top 10. Young Quest is kind of within range-ish, but like 1.8 seconds away. He needs a bit of clean driving, which I guess during the middle sector you can actually get if you lock in. And if you have a full front wing, apparently that's a premium today, which both of these 2 cars, I think, do have. Good for them. Happy to see it. Apparently it's rare. Anyways, feather up, Rocky throws down into 7. I think down into 7. That's another 3-second penalty. Bine's up to 15 seconds of corner cutting penalty. What corner is he cutting? All of them, I think, because I've just seen it entirely cut. What corners are you cutting, son? Bro, is 4.3 off the next car. I don't even think there's enough corners to cut this many to get that sort of penalty amount. Sure. I will go on to this. I was trying to point out there is a slight possible train forming. It does need Rocket Pro to get a tiny bit closer, or else he's going to be very on the thread from Young Quest in a little... Not Young Quest, sorry, RB in a minute. Maybe Young Quest if he starts to close in. Bro's got 2 in the last 5 seconds. The gap is 1.4. Never mind, the front is actually changing. I thought these 2 were going to stay gapped around for about 10, 5, 15 laps. No, okay, these 2 got bored and said they're actually going to race today. Thank you. I'll take it. They had a 4, 5, 6, 7, 10th gap. They've actually decided to get into the mix and not be in first and second for the entire stint. Maybe Raul knows it's the best game plan to actually have a bit of go at this one. He leaves his nose a little bit in, but Raul gives him the space. He's going to chill. He's into P1 still for this first set. So this really caught me off guard. I'm so used to just seeing strategy plays with the front guys. They're in slipstream range, but it's not worth fighting. They're just going to chill. I'd rather them fight, but they don't have to. It's better for their own race. Raul got bored, said, "Button that, I'm going to make sure you don't watch the overtake by doing it when you're not expecting it." That's my go right there. Third place is still Josh, but I simply do not think he has speed for a win today. For a podium, though, it's on the cards. Apollo Pepsi's right back in fourth. I'm telling you, I didn't think it would actually be that quick he could get back up to that point. Watch out for his progress is exactly what I was going to say as soon as he hit the wall. I'm so sorry I've just jinxed him in the worst way possible. Like, I was literally about to say watch out for what he's going to do, and he's now lost an end play at the front right. Which now means his podium chances have just gone slightly very much out the window. Is that Josh? It is Josh Rounds! Never mind, his podium chances are back in range. Josh has decided to feel bad for him having some end plate damage, and he drops into 8th. I'm jinxing everyone under the sun. It's a double jinx back-to-back. Josh loses position by it. He's still getting 3-second penalties for corner cutting. You're not going to get screen burned from the amount of pens that are going to come up from his knee at the top. Oh, I hope he ain't got big, expensive OLEDs. We've got Pepsi and Pooch and Bagel all fighting for this top 3 position. We've got Raul and F1 Kids still fight for first and second. We'll have a look at that into the next zone, but I want to see what these 3 are going to do for the next few quarters. Nothing for now, which means I can look on board with these 2 who are pretty much side by side. Penalty for Spuds. Are these 2 going to do any penalty-worthy actions? I don't think so. That was almost close. 33 seconds is the amount of penalties you are indeed seeing as Raul does sweep past, but gets done underneath at the apex of the corner, and now we've got F1 Kid back in first. This is a nice little battle. This is what you got. Front 2 just trading positions, having a good time down the straights. They're forced into this because they can't gap each other in the middle of that, as you're watching right now. We then have 3rd, 4th, and 5th, kind of just in that little shuffle order, but the highest position out of those 3 has got end plate damage, so it's going to be a little tricky for them to hold on to that. It's not impossible, though. Undercuts are going to be key here. If they know that, they should really pull an undercut and just absolutely blitz them with pace, because even if they pull it on you, front wingless car is going to do a lot worse. RB is slightly within range as there's a never penalty for behind. We will get a buying cam in a second. I want to see how he's consistently just getting these. I think that makes 36. Josh is still in that next trade, so he's still a... Wow, that's a Rowlick. He's still within the realm of getting back to that podium charge, and I honestly think he could undercut his way to it if he wants to, but he will have to pass some cars to make it a little bit easier. Before we get to buying... Oh, never mind. This is going to be a very clean move. He's going to do it pretty damn quickly, and I think... I don't have time to look away. Hang on. We don't have time. I can now proudly announce that all apart from the wheel is sold from my rig now. Is the rig itself sold? Yeah, I got you there. Damn, Renee's selling everything. Sell it to Raul. He needs it, man. Look, he's in literal big fights as we speak. He needs the extra couple tenths of a second you get from expensive PC and that. I hope you got enjoying the money from that, because I think you sunk a good amount of it in there. Raul stays into the lead in this section so far. Not bad. The top 3 still not changing. These guys have got too big of a gap between them. They're all kind of forced into not doing anything here either. Pit stops will be pretty key, which I don't expect to see until... Unless someone wants to get bored and pit now on a 2. 3-4 more laps, maybe. Now, I think I've got a little bit of time to have a look. You need penalties on your screen. As, oh, never mind. Hang on. Why is those 2 switch positions? Whoa, wait. Why have these 2 switched positions midway through a lap? Raul, I think, might have just had a massive error somewhere. He must have, because there's no way F1 Kids passed him and gapped him by 1.7, 1.9, almost 2 seconds in his middle sector. That was a very, very sudden drop. I don't know what's happened. It's end plate damage for the McLaren. Rowlick, has he hit the castle section? Has he done a stupid? Has he done a Charles Leclerc? I have no clue where he's done anything, but it could be around that point. Might be just a bit before. That's going to harm a lot of things, because he looks like, at least during this stint, he could do stuff. Now he can't do stuff. Raul needs the sim, man. Give him the sim rig. He definitely needs it. I don't think there's damage on both cars. I doubt it would have been collision between the 2 of them. What's going on? What is happening in this event? Biden has 48 seconds. Run me. The Biden is just cutting all the corners. He's not even attempting to stay within the track limits at any point in time. Raul's now to 4th place now into the pits. He's changing some tyres. I assume that's going to be... a hard tire on his car. No, is that medium? No, it is hard. Okay. Front wing, obviously, but hard tire is on his car. He can go to the end. So that is possible. As we're seeing the free on the outside of the pit wall, still going at it. Kieran's been fighting for this P10 all race long. He's now got Jack to join him, though, as he's holding it. And Ollie's actually now ahead of him. So this is now fighting for P9, but he's still in 10th no matter what, either way. And in the background of it, we have a Biden there. He's been in this range of this battle for the entire race, but you are now about to see his Vortex retires from the race in the third sector. Every time I try and do a single storyline or something, a major incident happens. I've been people losing front wings all throughout this race. Full safety car. Now what happens? Raul, despite he was forced into his stop due to his damage, but like if that was when he wanted to make his stop, it was the worst time. Long stop because of front wing. Biden's still getting penalties despite being on the safety car. Long stop because of front wing and early, and now everyone's going to undercut him on these things. What is going on? Just to double check, is he just going to... Yep, he is. Okay. I don't know what the motive is for Biden, but he's going to get a lot of penalties. He's got to be careful he doesn't cause any backups in the middle of the pack on the safety car whilst doing this, because sure, he can do it in his ones and just cut corners on his own, but like if he keeps doing illegal overtakes and then causing cars to suddenly back up and cause further damage, that could get a bit risky. But for the funnies right now, sure. Ain't really got to complain with it. The game deals with it penalty-wise, so do what you must. Right, up to the front now. I think this is, as we saw earlier with Raul, enough time if you want to hop into the pits and switch to a hard tire. Kind of annoying from my point of view, because I don't really want to be seeing everyone jumping straight onto their hard tires right now to the end, if you're on a medium. But if you're on a hard tire from now already, that might make your choice a little bit contentious. As you can see, one option is to stay out and just wait until your stint is done and hope you get a cheap stop later on, or you can't really take advantage and cash in on that cheap stop at the moment. You just got to hold on to what you got. I think a cheap stop is about 11 seconds, by the way, around here. So if that's what you wanted from a safety car. Or you still pit, which is what I think some cars are doing on their hard tires, and just convert to a two-stop of some kind, or hope you had two hard tires, which means you can still use another one, but then that wouldn't really help because you do still need to serve two different types of tires at one point. Only car that have done that, two cars, is Bine and Ollie. So they started on hards and have put another set of hard tires on their car. Everyone else who was on a hard is either still out or was pitted onto a medium at some point. That is what we've got. Ads in 5 might start as soon as the restart's on, but I will leave it to happen because otherwise I think it will happen during actual action. So that's okay, that's okay. What is going on? This sit rep is weird. We currently have Pooch leading the race on his 7-lap old hards. Who can... I mean, if he was allowed to, he could go to the end on those. It just won't be nice. I don't know what's going down. I'm wondering with the Jack and Kieran talking about the overtake thing, was that near Bine doing his thing? Because I'm worried... I don't know if it was near that, but I'm worried if Bine like, accidentally overtook him when doing a corner cut thing that he accidentally caused other people to be told to overtake. I don't know. This is why I don't encourage any memery during safety car, because the game don't know how to handle it and it just causes too much concertina. I'm not saying that is what happened, but just in case it was, then don't do that. Bit scary. Very odd, very weird. Is that an end plate missing on that car as well? It is. I don't know when that part happened. The mirror's off into the pits anyways. Very, very safely going around that chicane. I honestly respect it. It's fine, it's fine. I've got something to say overtake Kieran, that's all. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is like, safety car is just very annoying and buggy sometimes when this happens. Half the time, it's no one's fault. It just, if it sees you too close, it's like, actually, you can go past me. And then actually, it's like, why have you done that? Odd times, odd times. Right, anyways, finally, everyone stop doing stuff. Give it a sit rep. Every single person has now visited the pits, bar 1-2 cars on the grid, and that is both Young Quest and Pooch right now. Going long, that is going long on the brake pedal right there from Rocket Pro in the background. But going long for this stint was their plan from the start, is these two. I don't know how this plays out, because obviously everyone behind has now caught them on a stop. They're going to be on some old tires, but it's the best old tires they could be on when you then come up to fight them. They're the ones that will last the longest. But their idea is going to be, get to the end, put some mediums on, go as long as possible, and fight with the quickest tires that are going to be brand new for a while. And try and pass F1 Kid, and try and pass Apollo Pepsi, and Josh, and RB, and all these lot, 4 good positions. Rocket Pro, by the way, if everyone pitted around him, Where's he finna end up being? 3, 4. He ends up in a P6. It's very, like him in a P6 after the stops. If Youngquest and Pooch go in right now is pretty damn good. We've got Apollo Percy back on the second spot again. He's still doing well considering, and this safety car's helped a lot, but obviously he has a car in between him, which I do really want to see if there's a rerun of him being able to keep up with F1 Lightning's pace. There's differences. There's just a car in a way, which means by the time he gets there to have good pace and show it, if there is that, if there might just not be, he might be a second away and there's nothing he can do to show it. But it's possible I get to finally see that, which is cool. Raul's also been saved heavily and has a go, and never go at possibly trying to do the same. But both of these have the exact same problem. They might have the pace to do it, especially with DRS assistance. There is an entire Youngquest in the way who has the entire big right to be there and might also just do his own thing. I don't think he's expecting to go and pass the Aston Martin. But it'd be nice if he did. If not, at least he's around that position. Maybe hang on to DRS for a few laps and then just hold on, lose as little time as possible and come back in that final stint. He might not need to hang on that much because Pooch is local, holding the entire grid up. He might just hold them up for so long that it's free for all until someone gets past both Pooch and Youngquest. It's not the biggest of tire delta and pace, so like, it could be up there as something to see. Plus, Bagel and Ray went on to mediums. So those two, which were also on hards, obviously had to either pit or not. Those two are just going to be on monstrous pace, at least for a while, but they are going to be forced. Either they really knife those tires. They're going to be forced to doing it, never stop, and everything has gone to absolute shit. As Biden is telling me he's got 1 million seconds of pens, Raul is severely collided with Apollo Pepsi's vehicle, apparently. Absolutely crunched his car, according to the game, with no damage I'm seeing. And now has 10 seconds of penalties. I don't understand what's happening in this race with penalties and all. It just feels like a weird day. Feels very odd. I don't get it. I have no... like... Sure, we'll find out if that one's a real one, if that one's one that can just get removed. I have no clue, but is it just a straight, you hit the Don really hard? Yeah, it is. Sure. He at least won't have to pit again, so if he gets his race director and stuff in, he can try and argue that one and see if it's a thing it can be argued away. But if he pits again, then it's out, it's an L, which he's going to have to hope now there is no more interruptions. I guess that is what we probably wanted in this race, but we'll move. Mia hates the game. Why? By the way, is Mia a lap down? Yes. I think Mia is, yeah, because they're in between a lot of other cars. That is very annoying. That is wish is still not a thing, so it could actually get unlapped. Maybe one season I will actually do the rule of saying that if you see a lapped car behind, just let them pass, like, sort of thing. But, like, the coordination levels, I still don't think it's doable. But one day I would like that, because I don't want to ruin someone's race entirely from that sort of thing. I had an issue this week, so should be able to race next week. It's all good. Don't worry. You're all fine. You're all fine. They need to explain as long as it's... I mean, if it happens, it happens. One of those things. Did I not guess that that ad would start as soon as the restart is ready? It's fine. I'd rather it now than any other time. I guess this is quite a key time to be watching this. If you're on YouTube, you ain't got no ad to deal with at this time. Unless you get YouTube Premium or Twitch Turbo or some sub. If you're sub, then you don't get any ads. It's good times to support the stream if you want. September is available. Pooh's about to show you what happens if you're sub to the stream. You actually get a better launch off the line. Or whilst in motion, because it's not off the line, we're rolling right now. You get a better launch off safety car restarts. I suspect if Pooch is a vibey man, he's going to go for the latest restart possible. He's going to say button his tyre temp and just go right to the line. No, he waits. Not too long. Okay. Goes a bit earlier than I expected. Gets a nice couple temp second of a gap, but like that's not enough temps of a second he really wanted. This is going to get close. Pepsi's been side by side with Quest as he's already been passed into turn one. Two cars taking a little bit of a tap on him, and I think Quest lost his end plate on the right-hand side as well. He did. If I'm honest, it was a tiny bit avoidable, as I think that's Rocket Pro, but all of that. Missing the turn entirely. Forget me thinking Quest's contact was unavoidable, or avoidable, I should say. What happened here? Why did that happen here? Brian's down into 14th position now. I think he's lost at least 1 or 2 places. I'm not sure how much he's lost. Stuff still going down right here on the grid. There's position changes all over the gaff. There's the never car round. Londis Meal Deals has retired. He's got to go to Tesco instead. 100 bits from Renee is popped up as Pooch has decided it's enough for him. What's going on in the race, man? Did you know Rowlick is washed? Let's get on board with him while we're saying this, just in case we jinx him by any point doing this. Anyway, the tournament starts smoothly, but Rowlick is washed. The crowd's excited, though, which is surprising since Rowlick is washed. Some say he's been practicing, but honestly, Rowlick is washed. Even the commentators pause mid-sentence to mention Rowlick is washed. Nice, you like that. Weather's perfect today, but Rowlick, yeah, is still washed. Kieran is now out of the race, and we got another VSC, I think, because I'm not seeing Burn on the track yet. Yeah, okay. So, sit rep number 2. Boots lost it with 2 millipascals of pressure. I don't know what the smallest measure of pressure is, but he's gone and now at 16th position. We have a VSC on the grid or just a permanent yellow. I can't tell which one it is. There is definitely a permanent yellow on the grid, but I'm assuming it's a VSC. The game's not telling me. It might be we are actually still under racing conditions, but the game's just... Let me just pause and recheck. It is VSC, okay. Don't know why the game's just refusing to tell me, but we are still going. Fair enough. Alright, so yeah, VSC settings are gone. We've got Ray into the pits trying to sneak a cheeky stop in the middle of that one. Front wing change again, surprise, surprise. The amount of front wings we are having... That's a soft tyre. That is a soft compound tyre. We'll be seeing rain in about 2 laps time. But anyways, ignoring all that, Mira's still behind the DNF car, yet to pass the wreckage at some point. Pushes into some mediums. That's not bad from this stint. It's not ideal still. If that would have been a good... Oh my sweet Jesus, I've just seen at least 3 cars get drive-through penalty for speeding. Oh my lord, how many just got that? That was at least 2, maybe 3. Let me double check. Oh my god. 5 vehicles just got drive-through penalties for speeding in the pit lane. Apollo Pepsi, Jack, Raul, Satar, and Biden have all been penalized for speeding under the safety car. What is going on in NSL today? 5 speeding penalties under the exact same as VSC is crazy. Yeah, call it a day. Call it a day. The race is done. The race is done. I have no clue what is happening to the grid today. Everyone, I'm losing my head a bit, but that's scheduled losing head. Everyone sees that all the time. Everyone else, though, is just... Is that a glitch thing? Has everyone been caught out on the Delta? I mean, half of those cars are next to each other. Apollo Pepsi and Raul are next to each other. Who else was not on the list? I have to see that again. So Apollo Pepsi and Raul are in the same nearest positions. So those maybe make sense. Jack, Satar, and Bine are the other names I'm going for. None of those are near each other specifically. So it's not like they was all pushing each other into it and then all 5 got bunned for it. They all separately got this at the same time. So I am now going to see 5 cars dive into the pits soon. Maybe Raul might be washed, but he ain't the only one. I don't think it's even the game. I, for some reason, actually think this is just... 5 skill issues back to back to back to back to back. I've got to assume at least like 2 of those were maybe Pepsi and Raul were both pushing each other to doing it. So both of them got it. And the same with Biden and Satar, maybe. But what? I don't know. I generally could not tell you what is going on. So far on this restart, we've still got a 1.5 second lead. As I've said every time Pepsi's been near F1 Kid. Decentish pace to keep up with him. The rest of the cars are out the way, so there's been a good chance of doing so. The problem is you have a drive-through, I think, plus another penalty. I don't even know if I'm counting that right at this point. We'll put that on the screen so you can see. Bine indeed now does have 1 M of penalties, by the way. he does have 1 M. He does have 1 M. I don't know if he served his drive-through. There is another virtual safety car again. Why are we... I don't actually think a car is stopped on the... Why? I think maybe the damage, what happened to Mia's car might have caused it if it was a big enough hit, but I'm actually genuinely unsure as to why we have a never VSC. Right. What's go on for this race, man? Well, actually is good. Well, I generally... I can't keep up with strategy. I can't keep up with anything. We have 3 drive-throughs. Two of them have been served. I think mine has served it. I just don't know if the 1M supersedes a drive-through. So maybe he hasn't. We're restarting again. This time, no more drive-throughs are going on. We've just got normal racing on the board. In the background, that is a Never car speeding into the pits to deal with one of their drive-throughs. I think that will count as Jack. So we're down to 2 left on screen. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Ethan, in this race, has managed to fight his way into P6. I don't know how. I don't know how he's managed to be in this position, but this is what's happening in this event. After RB and Bagel, though, there is a 9-second gap to the top 3. 2.7 to the front 2 with a drive-through in between for those 2. This now means, on a positive note, instead of thinking, why is everyone just getting drive-throughs? Bagel, he's technically the lead car to be getting a P2 in this event. For the first time since Jeddah, he could do it. It does require uber tire wear management and blocking all these cars behind. But Bagel, RB, Ethan, and Ollie are in lead position to get themselves a solid P2. They just have to stay within 11, 12, 13 seconds so that they don't have Raul and Apollo Pepsi on them when they both eventually, they have to be within this lap or the next, pitting for their own drive-throughs. Which, speaking of, we should keep an eye on just to make sure they are going to do. Because I don't know if they even actually have one. I still don't know if Bine has done it or if he's just... I have no clue if he's on 1M or not. He is on 1M. I don't know if the drive-through is below a 1M or if it's above a 1M. Apollo Pepsi is staying out on the track. Raul is also staying out, so they both think they have one more lap, which means that must be how much they have. Unless they both get into the drive-through, which they don't. Okay. One more lap for those 2, and anyone else is seeking on a drive-through at this point. We'll check in on that one in a minute, but Raul, in the meantime, is in P2, which is still good for later on in the race. It's just, I don't know what's happening. Josh, I don't think anyone knows what's going on today. It's a long, weird day. Don't worry about it. As Ethan was fighting, I think, there for P4, but hasn't ended up taking it. What a weird day. 5 separate drive-throughs at one time. Bare penalties, front wings, Bine doing a Bine, and Ethan finally getting past Bagel. That's huge for him in his battle to possibly get himself into P2 later into this stage of the race. 11 seconds gap, though. I'm thinking, in my brain, how long does it take to go and serve a drive-through? Is probably equivalent to, like, at full speed, which is the only time you can do it. Is it equivalent to a VSC sort of pit speed, which is about 11 seconds, which means I don't even know if he's cleanly going to get into second. This might be a fight to the line. We'll market it as that one because it sounds cooler as commentator style and stuff. It could be a fight to the line at this point. Well, out of the pit entry. Exit, I should say. Also, quick note. I have no clue how the hell this individual at the front has managed to avoid all of it. Didn't get a single fake drive-through or real drive-through. Hasn't hit the wall on their own. Has been close to cars. They just haven't made game mistakes or stupid their own mistakes. They haven't had a spin yet. These can still happen, but a safety car and a VSC ×2, I think. And they've been fine. These have been clean restarts all the way around. And never yellow flag in the middle sector. It is for the Ferrari of Ray, I think, who's gone round at the castle section. And now we have the 2 people left on drive-through speeding into the pits. So they don't actually speed into the pits. That'll be bad timing. They both have served it. Now keep an eye on Ethan's car. Dumped his entire batch. He's still holding overtake when it's empty. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it. We now need to see, can he beat his teammate out of the pits and possibly steal second place? He has done so, and it was kind of close between at least his car. Huge from Ethan to actually go ahead of all the rest of them because it's got himself second, ahead of Raul, ahead of Apollo Pepsi. RB and Bagel could not manage to pull it off. They are stuck in 4th and 5th behind the rest of them. Good plays! That is a late defensive movement, and I just don't think he can stop his car in time. RB might have a case to pull. And I guess Bagel got caught by that as well because he also went down the escape road. I think RB has a case for a ticket there. It might not be near the braking zone, but that's very sudden diving to the left when I think RB had quite committedly gone to the left. That's putting his race even further out of whack. He's dropped another couple of, well, a position, but a lot of time. Damn, not ideal. RB fans, which everyone should be an RB fan. If you're not, you're lying. Clip that for RB. Give it to him after the stream. He can put in his own ticket. What a time. What a time. The lead gap now is 15 seconds after those drive-throughs, handing an extra 10 seconds towards F1 Kids' whole lead and reign today. It's one of those days. Josh now also joins on another 3 seconds of penalties. It certainly is a day of all time. It definitely just is a day of all time today. I don't know what's going down. Raul is still within DRS range of his teammate. Still has 10 seconds of penalties, though. From the collision that he did with, I think it was Pepsi, in the safety car, the first safety car we had. Again, I don't know if that's removable, but my brain just has to assume it isn't because I have no way of commentating otherwise, which means this is technically not a battle worth fighting for, which... Now, it depends which one of these two you are looking at it. If you are Ethan in this one, do you know it's that? Ethan might be thinking that's a 30-10 second, and he doesn't have to do anything. And he can just chill and relax and let him past. But Raul might know it's a removable one, and then actually ends up getting rid of it. I don't know. I don't know. Double warnings exist for contacts? I thought it was just if the game said it was too harsh. I thought double warnings only for... I swear double warnings weren't a thing for that. Anyways, doesn't matter. We'll deal with that afterwards. I don't have to think about that now because we ain't at penalty stage of the race. That's in 2 days' time or something. It's fine. I'll call the race as I see it once the game has decided to give me standings on my screen. Whenever that is. Josh is currently a second ahead of... the reason he's a second ahead of the car ahead of him is because he has spun again and is now in ninth and has a front wing that is now halved on his car. That is why that was happening. Okay. Not been the best day from Josh's car, I don't think. It's not even been horrible considering what the rest of the people have been doing. It's just progressively getting worse. Everyone else has had a massive worst moment right at the start. He's being nice and at least extending the content further on. I don't think he wanted the content, though. Front wing check, that is... Sorry, that's a safety car. Bernd Mailander went out for that. Big Bernd Mailander's into the pits for that. Okay, so this means Raul's penalty ain't meaning nothing because he will be serving that today. So we can't do anything about that because if surely he has to pit and join the rest of these lot on his hard tires. Or does he gamble to stay out? The last if he wanted to. He looks, he is going in. I thought he was holding his ground for a little bit, but he is going into the pits. Okay, safety car number 2. VSC/safety car interruption is now up to 4. 2 minutes 18 was the gap. It's been a long day for Mir's car. Or is it the teammates are holding each other? So I'm wondering if that's going to lose Ethan a position or two once the rest of these cars come in. However, as Ethan would say, a lot of cars are changing front wings. I don't think he'll be the only one to be waiting a little bit longer than they want to be. Ethan is still not finished being served yet. I stand corrected. Why is he still waiting? Did he have a penalty I saw? Because I don't think he did. Why is Ethan still in the pits? That was a long hold. I don't think all of that was necessary. I think Ethan's been stiffed by something. Why was he just sat in the pits? That was almost as if he just wasn't leaving. He had no penalty. Question rate for each other. That's another 10 seconds, of course. He had no penalty. He had a little hold for his teammate. Bro has actually had to wait an entire pit stop amount of time before he could have his own pit stop. And then waited another pit stop afterwards to do his own pit. Ethan, honestly, is just by either himself or the game has stiffed himself out of a possible podium of this race. Furthermore, Rocket Pro is in second position on the grid on 10-lap-old hard tyres. What the hell is going on in this event? If you've just hopped in, I will genuinely now, as I've been doing meme ones, I'll generally try and give you a proper sit of what's happened. We've had a standardish start to the race, then we had a safety car early off rip for some contact in the wall, which we've had many of those so far. 2 VSCs have followed up since, and now a second safety car, meaning 4 stops. All for various amounts of end plates dropped, which I've just seen Rocket Pro is also joining that clan of. He has a left end plate missing on his car. Sure, of course we do. 10-second collision penalties have happened for 2 cars. One of them was Raul, who served it now, so that means he can't get rid of that from stewarding stuff, which is very unfortunate. Probably wanted that for his race to be like clean on a better tire, but now that 10 seconds can't be cleaned back. It's cashed in, it's gone. I don't know how all that's gone down. Pooch is in the lead at one point. Bagel was up in second at one point. Rocket Pro is now in second. Apollo Pepsi was down in ninth at one point. Josh was in third at one point. Raul was in second. Everyone's been everywhere and is now suddenly not where they are. Except one human being. Who would have guessed it? It's the Aston Martin AMS F1_Lightning 95. Has just not had to deal with any of the shenanigans going on. Probably kind of annoyed it has to stop, but all it means for him is he just has to set off again and try and gap everyone. Sure. He's on 1 lap old hard tires at this point in the race. We've got 7 laps to go if we restart now at the end of this lap. 11 lap old hard is for Rocket Pro, which if he had a full front wing, I would love to see him hold on to the biggest onslaught of history to try and steal a podium. He has a bit of end plate damage. It's still doable, but that's going to be scary. It's going to be like what we saw before in the last restart of safety car when we had Pooch in first and Young Quest in third, I think it was. You're going to have to get past them if you want a chance of going at the positions above them. If you don't, you're going to be stuck for a long while. Times 10 in this scale because tire gap's a bit bigger. Plus there's damage. Plus some people are on medium tires. We've got Raul on mediums. We've got Ollie in 5th place in the Red Bull on mediums. That's huge for him. Signed up to be a full-time driver. It obviously hasn't gone through yet because he did it literally about 10 minutes before the race started, I think. But will be a full-time, so this technically is his first big proper points before he gets the big move up, which would be kind of nice for the rest of the season with the last few rounds left to go. RB and Bagel will be in a solid tyre position. Tatar sped into the pits. That is not ideal, but at least it's not colliding with someone, I guess. The story today is a lot of penalties, a lot of position changes if you want to see. Ethan's up 11, Rocket Pro's up 5, Pepsi's up 6, Ollie's up 7, and a lot have been dropped as well. Pooch, who is Londis Field Deals, is down 8. Young Quest is down 6, Ray's down 1, Tatar's down 6. Tatar was in the points at one point, Pooch is in the podium position, Pooch in the lead. Quest is in the podium positions, I don't know what's going down. We've had 3 DNFs, Mia is still going. Mia don't DNF no matter what happens, and let me just double check. Am I losing my head to thinking that Mia has DNF'd, okay. But only once in a race has Mia DNF'd. Otherwise, Pink Princess has always finished an event. Whether it be a lap down, all but one race event, they have finished. So it's ever present. If that means, being harsh, but it's true, 10 people DNF in a race, they will get points. Mia will get points on the grid. We move. Pen can be removed for you, Josh? Are we talking? Or are we talking someone else? Josh does have a 3-second penalty on his car. We'll see. We will see. Yeah, this grid has been a little bit chaotic, if I am honest. I don't really know what's going down. I am slightly perplexed. I'm going to see it turn out and do some other stuff in the middle of it, but sure. Getting slipstream behind safety car, let's go. This man says slipstream behind safety. Bro, seeing swag lines on his car. I've just said swag lines in big 2025. I'm a boomer for that one. Listen, swag lines, if you know, you know. Route here. Yeah, anyways, soft tires, if you're on those, as much as, yes, that's a good gamble at this point, I'm going to be real. I still think you've got to have your big moves done within a lap or two, or else your race is done. And they're 2 laps old, so I think they're already done at this point. Mediums, huge charge. They've just got to get some clean air and work with it. Raul and Ollie, if they can get past Pepsi, which is going to be a bit tricky, and Rocket Pro, huge challenge to get into P2, and maybe if somehow that is the cleanest run possible, it's a P1 opportunity. Rocket Pro's vying for his first podium in NSL. It's going to be an absolute steal if he manages it. A huge steal, but if he can pull it off, crazy business. Crazy business. I don't know what's about to go down. Let's find out. Let's find out and see what goes down. I'm going to go on ball with our race leader because I believe the safety car is going to say I am calling it a day. Bert Malner doesn't want to visit the track anymore. He's already been out twice. 3 times is way too many, so this will be his last. It's not even a guarantee. We could still see him again. There's still 17 cars in. There's a lot of chance that anyone could get a bit too close and mixy in the back. It's a shame all the fast tires are at the back, so they're all busy fighting with themselves and not near the hard tire runners are at the front. So they've kind of got 3 gambles with these hard tire runners, with RB, Bagel, Pepsi, F4 Good. I'm, for the first time, not going to watch the leader backwards. I'm going to watch second place forwards. Look how close he is sticking. Bro is rating. He better not get caught out, though, because this is the closest chance he can be. But if he nails this restart, it's not bad. It's not bad. I think F1 Kid would have wanted better than that, but I think he'll be comfortable with that one, and Rocket Pro will be happy he's got that. Almost having a look, as that's a Rebel from distance! Ollie has hit his own teammate, and the McLaren, and the other McLaren, and there's a background spin, and I think that was for an RB, I don't know which one it was. The Red Bull's going on sabotage energy against themselves. That's some damage for a Mercedes in the background. I think that's Josh fighting for his life with traction. This restart is a bit mental, and then Apollo Pets has got another 10-second penalty for call of cutting and gaining in place. Illegal overtake. Good, good. Absolute phenomenal. They're still going, though, with these battles. Raul has locked his front heavily as we see a Pepsi sending it on a... hang on. What has happened? Everyone just went rogue. The Red Bulls attacked each other, but we've still got Pepsi in third. Raul's now stuck in fourth. Bine's been hit by Jack, and now he has a 10-second penalty. Absolutely, of course. And Bernd Mailander said, you know what, one more, run it back. Actually, he didn't say run it back. He said, you fall. It's a VSC. That is now 5 interruptions in this race. Just so you know, I think we didn't have a safety car since Jeddah, right? If my brain's correct. So we've had 3 events. Technically, if you count the sprint in Silverstone, the race in Silverstone, and China. Yeah, 3 events with no Bernd Mailander interfering. It's just been chill. Today, we've had 5 stops. We don't need to make up for it by that much. We didn't need 5 just because we didn't have any in the last 3 events. We're moving a bit too much. Restart's going to be coming in soon. But I can't lie. Rocket Pro fans, I like to gas up the underdog, the person who I'm not expecting to be there. There's no bias except if a shock result is coming through. Rocket Pro, as far as I know, is on the genuine cards with front end plate damage of hanging on to a P2 if they really play their cards right. Apollo Pepsi is very close behind, but has 10 seconds of pens. We haven't restarted yet. They're just pushing each other to the Delta right now. Why not? Why not? Apollo Pepsi's got 10 seconds to their name, so they can't really gain too much, which means if they get passed by them, it's fine. Do what you want. All good. Just got to keep the other cars behind. But also, if he keeps Apollo Pepsi behind, that's just an extra buffer. Ollie's got himself a drive through as well. Red Bulls are having, honestly, a horrible day. I think a lot of cars I'm from real are having a horrible day. The incidents page is going to be so full. We can't look any further than this. We cannot look anywhere else. This race is mental. That is close to a couple of movements. I don't think it's too bad, but we're on the line right there if you might be moving a bit too many times. I think any more than that, and he might get in trouble. Again, he doesn't have to fight this specific move too much as Apollo Pepsi, I don't think, had any track left, but I kind of don't think he was pushed off. He kind of just committed to staying on the corner. He wasn't going to fit in. I don't actually think that one was that bad. He wasn't very close to him when he was side by side. He kind of was very far off. I think Rocket Pro, not Raul, sorry, thought he wasn't going to stay on the road, so just took the track. And I think I've just seen end plates fall off another car. Who is it? It's Raul! Raul has lost his front wing again! He's now got half an end plate left on his car. Everyone cannot exist in this event without just dilapidating front wings. These are solid carbon fiber. They should be withstanding these pieces of contact. Snooze the ad, Millie, please. We need this ending. We need this ending. This is insane. I don't get what's going on. Every time there's a challenger to this P2, a podium challenger to this new second place person, damage comes through. So Raul can get it if he doesn't collect his car in a wall. Only Cogs he's got a drive through to serve at some point. He's going for it now. Apollo Pepsi can, but has 10 seconds to his name, and I don't know how Rogue is going to fight today. I generally can't count what's going on. Don't count out Ethan behind and Bagel and Josh, because if someone just gets mixy and sneaks in a position when one of these 3 goes absolutely haywire, probably when, we generally don't know. Raul is ahead of Apollo Pepsi, and Raul is now ahead of Rocket Pro. He does have damage though. And Raul has hit, he's not hit nothing, he's almost hit the wall. He really almost hit it. Now he's fighting for Apollo Pepsi into the next corner. These two, this grid, this is just chaos. They're all just sending it at people, losing the car, locking up the fronts, the rears. There is no car control, it's just vibes. It's purely just vibes. Raul can't find a way through. I don't know where these guys are trying to find a way through in this part of the track. Little love tap again for this section. Front wing check. I think Pepsi's still got... He's got less front wing than before. He's now got no end plates at the moment, but he's got the rest of his main planes left on his track. Satara's now out of the race, and that's the 4th DNF we've got on the grid so far. Mia's still surviving and ups to P16. I think that was a big hit into the wall. Is there more end plates missed? I think there's more than an end plate missing. There's a main plane gone off that Red Bull. That's even more damage. What is going on? There is jumping cars around. Apollo Pepsi's internet's given up the ghost. I don't think it's very predictable at this time. He's His internet is rage lagging. Race has got worse for him, and it's now showing it off by crashing around on the track. Everyone gets set in the fastest lap of the race. But on all that, I can't account for Polo Pepsi's whereabouts at this time. Pooch is in 4th position. Pooch is on the charge. On soft tyres that have no right to be inflated. He's got no battery left. Daylight robbery for how he's in 4th. What's going on? This man could steal seconds. This man could actually steal second off all of them. And Polo Pepsi is ahead. A reminder, he has 10 seconds of penalties. We'll put that on the screen. There's no point seeing any penalties. He has 10 seconds of penalties. There's nothing more he's going to be able to do to get ahead in this position. We've got a hard-charging Rocket Pro. Oh, my God, we've got a McLaren for Ralph not able to stop the car. This is actually insane. This is actually insane. Pepsi on a 10-second. Rocket Pro with a hard tyre that has no life left in it and has end plates missing. Raul with no front wing attached to his car at all is now in this race, and Pooch is now the lead candidate to steal the 2nd place. Oh my God. Oh my God. Orca Pro, if he wants this podium, has got to keep it clean and not lose 8 seconds in 2 laps. All Pooch has got to do on his very old soft tyres is do one big slipstream pass on one of these next 1, 2, 3 attempts he's got in the next couple laps. Ethan's still about, by the way. He has some front wing left. He might have less now. Yeah, he has some front wing left. Can have a go at it if he really wants to. Who's the next closest challenger who has a front wing on their car? And there's a never crash further back as well. Who is that? Is that Bagel? I think it is. Genuinely, the next closest car of an entire front wing after Pooch is, I think, Josh. I don't even think Josh has a full front wing, if I'm checking. No, he doesn't. It's actually... It might be mine. I don't know. Josh goes past Raul at the moment into P6. Ethan is trying to chase along. And Londis meal deals. Trying to prove the best deal on the map. Inside defended with maximum aggression. Down to turn 1 we go. He keeps it pushed right down to the edge of it. Oh, they both hit the wall! It's gone horribly wrong. It's gone so far west off the road. Pooch is out of the event. Rocket Pro's podium charge is over. It's done. There's a McLaren of Raul down at 9th. Apollo Pepsi technically might still be able to get second. It can't go on like this. Genuinely, I'm losing my voice or what the hell I'm seeing on this screen. 4.5 second gap between Ethan, who is suddenly now in seconds. There was an opportunity going there. Rocket Pro's got no front wing left. I think he just locked up and then Pooch basically just got put into the wall. I don't think this yet. For a race, this has been the most monumentally chaotic race with no rain involved. It's just been dry conditions and head loss all way through the grid. At every stage possible. I can't call what's happened here. Josh is now on the cards to get a podium. I just want to let that sink in. Josh was down, head lossing in the chat a few laps ago, saying he's fumbled with his opportunity. It's all done. And at least he can get his penalty back or something like that. That's what he was saying. He's now actually genuinely going to be on the podium if he keeps himself clean for the rest of this race, which on how this is going, I don't know about that. I ain't well done him back here after this. I don't know what this is. Baku might have to return a bit more often in the grids if it's doing this sort of thing, man. It generally might have to. RB's at the event now, by the way. Don't even know how that happened. Generally could not tell you how that happened. So is Rocket Pro. We have had such clean races for a long time, and this has been absolutely monumental accidents all the way through. Wow, go on for this race. As Young Quest is charging on a charge for 5th place. Okay, he has no front wing. He has no front wing. How is he pulling this off with no front wing? What is going on? Young Quest, my guy. I don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're doing it. He's in 5th. Sure, we'll take it. This man is going to genuinely get a P5 and make a buy-in overtake with no aero on the front of his car. This is insane. Ethan and Josh are still fighting at least on track for this 3rd place. Again, on track, but it's not going to be on track. It's going to be for 2nd. Because this man has not gapped him by enough time yet. If he had a full front wing... Oh, I almost jinxed him out live. He had a front wing. He might have been able to keep hold of that one, but he's not managed it for now. Bagel, surely. surely can pass back Youngquest for this one. He's got no front wing. He is being held so much in the background. I'm seeing clean, like this thing, can you just see a clean arse send from a car with no front wing? F1 Kid's going to cross line in a minute and get the win. Good for him. He's dominated. Oh, we see GB and H. No. I can't. It can't get any worse, can it? It can't. That is... I've never seen this before in my life. I've never seen it. We are seeing... F1 Kid win the race somehow. Apollo Pepsi is going to get dipped down into at least fourth as Ethan crosses the line, gets second. Josh will not actually get third, but if it's removable, then maybe he does. I don't know. Youngquest got beaten to the line by a never with wingless car. Raul has beaten Youngquest, neither with front wings, by 7 thousandths of a second. Yeah, game's gone. Now my head's lost. My head lost. My head is absolutely gone. I cannot call anything I've seen. I'm gonna be real. I never watched the VODs back. I'm watching the entire VOD back again. This is a day of all time. This might be a day of all time. Stewards are gonna be busy. Stewards are gonna be busy today. I saw so many incidents in the last 3 to 4 laps alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't even worth the music. I need even more stressful music. I don't even know what to call for this one. Look at the order. Look at the order. Look at the position changes. Look at everything. This isn't going to make sense, but lock in. F1 Kid has been in first. Does his usual business, and honestly did a solid restart every single time and took the lead. Maximum points he'll have at the end of this race. Behind him, Ethan started 19th position. 19th due to not being able to take part in qualifying properly. Has come second in the race with 18 points. Started 19th and went second. Apollo Pepsi is third with a penalty of 10 seconds. Collided at least 3 times. Josh is in fourth. He was down at the bottom and now back into there. Raul and Youngquest had no front wings, but they're in 4th, 5th and 6th. 7th is Spuds. 8th is Ollie. 9th is Ray. 10th is Jack. Then we've got 11th of Brian, 12th of Bagel, 12th of Bagel didn't even finish the race, by the way. Then we've got Rocky Pro, Londis, Wheelders, Mia, RB, Satar, Kieran, Vortex, and Noah. In other words, if I am correct, 11 people crossed the line and finished the race. 11. 1-1, 11. I've never actually laughed at that. I think Dylan said it as well. I don't think I've actually decreased so much in NSR race of all time. Like, I've seen cool side-by-side action for the win. I've seen couple crashes that are cool and stuff. I've seen a lot of things. I hate seeing stuff like that. I hate seeing stuff like that. If you survived, big up. If there was any race Mir could have got a point, today was that day. Didn't happen, but it could have even been that day. I don't even know what happened. As always, I know I prompt it every week, but I assume most of you know, if you have clips for tickets and stuff, RB, I know at least one thing that you probably want to send in as a ticket. That was in the VOD. I got a clean angle of when you went down the escape road. Go check the stream if you didn't get a clip yourself. If you did get a clip yourself, go to report incidents in the NSL Discord and open a ticket for every single crash you had. I'm expecting the ticket list to be, yeah, it's gonna be a long time. I think driver of the day, can I just give it to everyone who lived? I think that's fair. If you lived, you deserve driver of the day today. That might be a good play. Also, hashtag clips in the NSL Discord if you want to put some in there for me to look at right now. I'm down. I think there's a lot to look at, so if you want to put some in, I'll give you some minutes to do it. We will be there. We will be there. I don't know what I've just seen today, genuinely. Let me have a drink, man. Let me just have a drink. We move. Is a replay feature acceptable for pen removals? If it's for contact stuff, yes. If it's for chat limits, then no, we need race director. But if it's for just hitting someone, yeah, that is removable. You can. I mean, sorry, that is replay would work for that. Yeah, you're good. My head is gone. Mine originally was the. Wait, do we need race director for? Wait, for. Yeah, exactly. If it's for a contact thing, the main thing is just seeing it. If it's one of the severe collision ones. So that's okay. Yeah, let me just sing this. For the first 4, 5, 6 starts, Bayern was the dirtiest driver of all time. I don't even think I remembered the fact that Bayern had a minute of penalties by the end of the race. You've just reminded me. Josh crashed 5 times, apparently. I have crashes, but they definitely are a ticket with us. I don't even know what I'd put. I'll take him as clips at least. Yeah, it sounds like it's one of them days. Oh, God. This certainly is a day of all time. Join us next time out, by the way. We'll do this again. We'll do this again. The next race is Monaco. It is a sprint. It is a sprint. I need to remind you, it is a sprint event next time out. You have to be there. If this race was chaos, that race... I don't know about that one. That could be cinema. If you're not involved in NSL before as well, go check it out. Get yourself involved. !NSL on the Twitch chat if you're not already in the Discord. Sign up for either a full-time seat if there's a waiting list if someone opens up, but I believe it is currently full, or as a reserve for the last few races. There's 4 rounds left every Wednesday, 7 p.m. UK time. Friend the YouTube VOD in the description. Also, quick sprint format reminder, because you're going to see it soon. That's what we've got. We've got 13 laps of Monaco with reverse championship grid, which I do believe, if it is... It's probably gonna be me at my best guess, unless someone else is brand new turns up and goes at the back of the grid. I don't know. Then one shot, then back to normal way around from qualifying from that. It's gonna be a day of all time. Wow. Yeah. How was that event, guys? Good time. Nobody but F1 Kid is finishing. Yeah. And we've had that before. I didn't think we'd ever get back to that again. We just might. We just might. Honestly, yeah, man, you've now seen what happens when everyone goes rogue. There's time. There's a time for points, and today and maybe next week is the time. Who decides to put Baku in? Baku has never been that chaotic. Don't blame Baku. Baku has been interesting. Ain't ever been that bad in its life. The track ain't to blame. It's the people. And the people, I think it's not even like dumb driving. It's just... head loss. Everyone just was involved in head lossery for some reason. It wasn't even like people was being extra dumb. Maybe there was 1 or 2 of those, but there's always one of those. Bayern almost got a point with a minute of pens. Run it back to Zambor in like what, season 6. If we had, that's basically what we had today. If we had a lower attendance, we would have had about no people finishing. If that was so close to that, I'm glad we have a lot of people in because it means we can have a race where. Let me just check now. Was I genuinely correct in saying we had only, what, 11, 12 classified finishes? No, 11, 12 people who crossed the line. Forget classified finishes, sorry. I'll lock in at Monaco. Please do. Please everyone lock in at Monaco. So we look at some clips and stuff. I think we should. I'll end the YouTube VOD there because otherwise the clips is going to take 25 years. Come over to Twitch if you want to see that, but the Twitch VOD will still be around for a little bit.